Well, the day's here, Brian.
The day has finally arrived. How you doing, guys?
What's up, guys? It's another week. This is weird when I do it.
Let's just take this out.
What's so weird about it?
We're doing it this time for sure. Okay, ready? And by the way, I want you to keep all that audio. Where are we?
Well, this is my channel.
We're on your channel now.
Yeah, on youtube.com/ Rodrigo Presents.
So we have a little explaining to do. For those of you who don't know, because I know you're on Rodrigo's channel, me and him had...
This is Brian. Let's start off with that.
This is Brian.
Brian, Medina.
We had a podcast called The Absolutely Terrible Podcast. And 3 weeks ago, we sort of vanished.
For the people who've been watching this channel, we did a vlog when we did our first, I think it was the 25th episode.
Yeah, you can go back.
Cut away to now.
So the point is, we had this podcast for a very long time, and we sort of owe everyone an explanation.
Especially the listeners, number one.
Now, the reason why we didn't upload a last podcast episode, we were going to, is because we were going to take it down anyway.
Yeah.
There's something called a hosting fee that you have to keep paying, and we're not going to pay for a fee for a podcast that we're no longer recording.
We're not even using. So we thought that was pointless, and then we're like, what are we going to record? One episode for
We're going to have it live for a day.
And then, for a day, and then at the end of the day...
So it makes no sense.
We have given no explanation. Some people have actually reached out to me and him personally asking, yo, where's the podcast? What happened to it? So I thought, you know what? For whoever asks me in the future, I'm just going to send them this link, and it's
exactly.
It's basically the explanation.
Just watch the video.
The number one question, why did we stop?
After a while, should we just tell the truth?
Yeah, we should
just tell the truth. Okay, so, and this is for our future selves too, when we look back at this video.
Yeah.
And you guys can see us in the future and go back to this video and see where we came from.
So let me give a quick cutaway. 2 weeks ago, when we had stopped the podcast, a week later, I got a call.
Let me explain. What are we doing to get to where we want to be? That's what it's about.
Okay.
Our first one is going to be...
It's crazy because just 3 weeks ago, we thought okay, we're going to end this podcast and then we're going to start a brand new one. We had the name, we had the idea, we basically had everything.
I was hyped.
Yeah,
and he was hyped.
Yeah, because
we were gonna start a whole new podcast. The reason why we stopped the last one, it's sad. I looked at our statistics, we could see who downloads the episodes, who listens.
Yeah,
it was at an all-time low.
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
Mind you, we had a streak. Our biggest streak was 7.
It didn't always suck.
800. I think the most listens we ever got on a podcast was 850 maybe 750 on SoundCloud.
Episode?
Yeah.
Oh, on SoundCloud. Yeah, for sure. We had good numbers.
Yeah.
But towards the end, no one was listening. It was just me and Rodrigo downloading the episodes and listening. It was literally, it said 2. It literally said 2. And then the next week it said 3, and that was Todd. So we're just being totally honest with you guys.
Might as well, right?
The truth is that you go on YouTube, you go on TV, and you see people who are already successful, but you don't see this stuff.
Yeah, you don't.
And we want to show you.
What we're trying to say is we basically failed. There.
We basically did.
We started off.
Well, we accomplished our goal.
No, we did.
Which was we had an absolutely terrible podcast.
Hey, see, that's crazy how you put titles on things.
But that's what we were talking about. We were talking about how we came up.
Marketing was horrible.
We came up with this name as a joke.
We did.
But ended up sealing our fate. I mean, it was terrible towards the end, and you couldn't even spell it in a search bar. So it sucked. But anyway, that's why we decided. I told Rodrigo.
Before you go into that, actually,
hey.
Stop.
Please keep it in.
A week later, I came to the conclusion.
Well, we had a plan, but we had to sit down and meet to discuss what the podcast was going to be before we started it.
Exactly.
We wanted this one to be a polished podcast.
Yeah, we wanted to have an established, a good one. We're not going to say the name of the new one because we still might use it.
Yeah.
And I need you to buy the domain.
That's cool.
A week ago, I just wasn't feeling it. We took this break, and then I was like, let me talk to Brian and let me see what he says.
Yeah.
And just last week, this is what he said. I think this talk has been long awaited.
Okay.
And I know we're doing the podcast and everything, but I think for now we should hold off on it.
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass.
Oh my god. Okay, I think the podcast, we did the Absolutely Terrible podcast. It was awesome, right? And we talked about doing the next one. However, I personally think we should focus on filmmaking.
Yes.
Focus is really important. So that's what happened, guys. we just had to end it. We finished the Absolutely Terrible podcast. It's done.
It's sad. I mean, you were telling me earlier.
It's on to the next level.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see this as we're giving up or we're done.
I see it as a failure, but a good failure.
No. I see it as a learning experience. Okay. Yeah, it was a failure, but it was a learning. We had to do that to learn from it. You know what I'm saying? So,
and now we're looking back at that, so then we can actually come back to this video when our next endeavor is, like, what we're trying to basically say is, like, Brian came to the conclusion towards the end of the podcast, like, yo, I want to be a director.
Yeah.
What are you going to be doing now? Because you're not going to have a podcast to explain. So let the people know what you're up to now.
So here's what's going to be going on with me, guys. I'm repairing myself, and I finally have these goals that I want to, like, accomplish. One of them is being a filmmaker. Like, I've always wanted to do that, and I just said, why the heck not? So that's what I'm going to end up doing.
The reason why Brian and I met was because of our passion for films. Like, I remember the first time I ever met you, we got into, like, a Dark Knight conversation. And then we talked about, like, directors and talked about, like, Inception and talked about how all these movies, and I'm like, man, like, I finally found somebody. Yeah. And I can't say the podcast was a failure. I take that back, because I built this friendship, not for nothing, but I would see you once a week for, like, a
like, we would show up every single week, and we would have an hour-long conversation, sometimes even longer.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, our podcast, I mean, even though it would be, like, 45 minutes to, like, the most was, like, 2 hours, you got to keep in mind, the before setting up was, like, an hour. The after was,
I mean, it was an average of, like, 3 hours.
We lived 2 different lives. Now, you know.
Now it's getting a little... Now we're merging.
Now we're merging. Now I'm getting older.
Yeah. He's starting to understand where I was coming from.
Exactly.
Years, but anyway, we're good friends, and...
What's to come is what I'm excited for.
Yeah. And I'm willing to give up a podcast for what's to come. You know, because the way we think, we're thinking in the future, so it's not
that's
like...
Another thing
to stay with the podcast would be to be living in the past.
Exactly. Okay, we're not at the point where we think we're successful enough in our work or our creation. We haven't given you guys the short film that we promised, and that's not going to happen until next year. But now that we don't have this podcast and we don't have to be like every single reminder, it's like he's working on it.
I think the one word to sum it all up is focus. Like, that's the reason why we left. Focus. And we're going to be pushing out great content, coming up. So it's going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to. So to everybody who listened to our podcast at least one time, we want to say...
Thank you.
Yes.
For listening to us.
Yeah, and to all the subscribers that we had. I hope this video makes it across. And I'm going to send this link to everybody who I know who listened to the podcast so you can actually understand.
It'll be the official explanation.
Like, it's not a sad breakup. Like, don't think this is like, oh my God, me and Brian are never going to talk again. No, like, what the next thing we're moving on to is like, we're doing bigger things.
I want you to zoom into my face, like, when you start talking like that. Okay. We're going to be doing what we want to do, which is film.
Exactly. And we have other projects in the works. We didn't think we were going to be here and explaining to you guys.
I thought I was going to be 50 years old recording the Absolutely Terrible podcast, and it ended pretty prematurely, but not really.
But hey, man, life is...
There's no plan. There's no plan. I've said that for years. There's no plan to life.
What I've learned in the last month, and listen to me when I say this, what I've learned in the last month is, Jesus Christ, are you opening this up again? Go ahead, man, because I was about to get deep, and then like it just ended.
Yeah,
and then I can't even be deep in it. Oh, let him walk across.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
This is how raw this is how our podcast would be.
Well, I mean, we've been in the garage.
Yeah.
This is the garage.
This is the studio. Oh, he's not even done yet.
This is his garage.
Let's just.
So he can walk in all he wants.
Oh yeah. I wonder what he thinks. He's probably like, what's going on? Why is there like 2 guys sitting on...
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, he's probably like, what's going on? This is what my son does. Like, he's 23 years old. It's like, this is the fun. I'm keeping all this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because I really wonder what...
You know what's really hard? Not looking at the viewfinder. Like the display.
Oh, you're looking up?
No, I'm like trying to look down. I know I have to look there, but I'm looking up. Because I look so good.
Oh, well, amen. Take as much time as you want. Like, this video, you know, I'm trying to have a limit of 10 minutes, but, you know, it is what it is, man. I honestly just want to literally thank everybody who listened to the podcast once again, and to everybody who gave us a chance. I mean, the premise of it was what?
As 2 millennials set out to become what they set out to be.
Brian, I want to say thank you.
Of course. I mean, I took it a little too far with the handshake.
However, dude, like, what are you doing? It's not we didn't like close a deal. Like, what are you talking about? We never got any bags.
So
we almost did get sponsored. Oh, that was something nobody knew, but
we almost did. Yeah,
that went flying out the window.
We're only like 1,000 listens away. Like, not a big deal.
But that just goes to show you, like, yo, if you want something, go after it. And I kept bothering him. We got the podcast. We did it longer than we ever thought we were gonna do it.
We proved people wrong.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for mentioning that.
This is a wrap.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
Should we do it one more?
One more time.
We're going to do the intro and outro for you guys. And for those of you who never heard our podcast, this is how it started. And welcome to the Absolutely Terrible Podcast. It's October 19th, currently 5:51 p.m. And you are listening to Rodrigo
and Brian. If you haven't heard from us now, you certainly will in the future.
What, he didn't pick up?
To voicemail? Jesus Christ.
What is he doing? You know what pisses me off?
Calm down, Peter.
You know what gets me...
Calm down.
All right.
I but come down, Peter.
Starting the
day off. I am so sick of this. You know, we were just talking about like vloggers who have like their thing. You have the worst one.
See, I like hearing that because like,
oh man.
But you know, if you ever hear somebody say those words in that same exact phrase, what comes up?
You know who it is.
Thank you. Yeah. That's all I was trying to do. It's called promotion, people.
Is it?
I just muted that name.
Why? Hey, bro, come down, bro. Bro? He just woke up.
Jesus.
I think he has like 500 minutes of talk. No. Bro, 100 minutes.
What is this, 2004?
Are you kidding?
I haven't had 500
You're
minutes.
Looking at a guy who barely has a cell phone.
Oh, is this the guy with the flip phone?
No, I'm talking about me. Like, yeah, I have a smartphone, guys, but you're hearing it here first. It's gonna be amazing. I am dropping my cell phone plan. It's just gonna be on Wi-Fi. It's gonna be amazing.
Oh, he's coming down.
Yeah, drive up there.
Nah, let him walk.
Don't make the guy walk.
All right.
Why you gotta make the guy walk like that?
You know what gets me? You know what gets me mad about this new update?
What's up, Peter?
What's up, Peter?
How you guys doing?
Good, man.
It's just so satisfying to say your name like that. What's up, dude?
What's up, dude?
Are you serious? You just high-fived him. Like, I don't think you need a high-five in a fist pump.
Did I just do both? I'm sorry.
No, that was Chick-fil-A.
Like some kind of...
Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Well, people already read the title, so they're...
Oh, you're right.
They already know it.
People are so smart.
I
Xfinity Wi-Fi. I told you, dude. I don't need a phone plan, man.
The one thing I do like about Chicago, especially during this time when it's like fall season, the sunset. This scenery looks like a cover right now.
Oh yeah, it does.
For like an album.
Dude, I don't even have internet in this music streaming. It's amazing.
Are you serious?
I'm just... Yeah.
That's crazy.
No data needed.
Alright, thanks, bud. Alright, fellas.
Can we just go to Chuck E. Cheese?
We have made it to the one and only Chick-fil-A. Look at what just happened.
What?
As soon as we got to Chick-fil-A, the light turned on for the gas.
And the meal, what does that come with? Fries?
Medium fry, medium beverage.
Does a milkshake count as a beverage?
Yeah, it's just an upcharge.
It does?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll have a milkshake, a chocolate milkshake.
Okay.
Wait, so you got 2 sandwiches? Wait, hold on. What?
It's a meal.
Have you eaten all day?
No. This is my first meal.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. A coworker told me today. They're like, make sure you check it out. First reviews. Oh, not looking.
Just like, I smelled it and like the vinegar went out my nose.
First reactions.
Some good sauce.
I don't know about his face.
I think he likes
It's not bad, but it's weird.
Weird.
It's like, what is it? It's like cheese, vinegar, barbecue.
We gotta see this first bite, dude.
Oh, I forgot to ask for lettuce.
Are you gonna get another one?
Man, it's just good.
Did it live up to its expectations?
It's chicken. I love chicken, so yeah.
I feel like I'm in a library right now. It's probably because of the people who are to our left. These are the people. They're in the middle of a business meeting. Chick-fil-A? Who am I to judge, right? Yeah, are you going for 2?
Maybe.
No, it is overpriced, but it's good food.
It is?
I like it.
You know what's funny, guys?
What?
Yesterday, I had the same meal.
The only thing I don't like about these fries is that they have low dipability.
Do you want another one?
Yeah, go up there and get.
I'll give you the card and just buy it.
It's worth it.
Which one did you get?
Let me finish this.
Well, which one? I got 2 different ones. If you're still offering, like, yeah, I'm up for it.
Yeah, I'll buy you one.
Sure. Yeah, I'll take, it's like a 20-cent ticket.
It doesn't matter about the money, Peter. You have to know money comes and goes. I just don't have cash for gas. We're going to bring you back home. Safe and sound, don't worry about it.
So what's going on?
So, regular deluxe and then 2 spicy
I
deluxe.
have to write this down.
Dude, it's one order.
Regular deluxe.
I can't remember anything.
Damn, Brian, you weren't joking about going for a second round. I hope you guys enjoy it.
I hope money is no object for you.
I mean, money at the end of the day is just a piece of paper, right? Just like the degrees we all strive to get. If getting 3 extra chicken sandwiches is the cause of me being broke, I did something wrong in life, guys.
I wholeheartedly agree.
This is my new life. Like, instead of buying rounds of shot, I'm out here buying rounds of burgers. Like,
Brian's above the influence.
What?
I said you're above the influence.
I am above the influence. I never heard that. That's brilliant. This one's even hotter than the one before.
so better.
You really start to appreciate it on the second round because the first round, it kind of just disappears.
How does it feel after the third one?
It's good stuff.
After 2, I'm pretty stuffed.
2's good. Unless you want to buy me another one. While we're recording the vlogs, I'm like, oh, this is going to suck.
Oh, no,
then
dude.
you edit them, and I'm like, oh.
They turn out better than
They
expected.
come out great. First of all, Rodrigo's camera took a dive.
Yes.
I was saying...
Peter, where you going, Peter? You're about to open somebody's car.
So I was saying that I try my best to like look for the best milkshake ever.
Okay.
And I've been to several places. My favorite one's Culver's.
So far in Chicago.
So far. But this is like, honestly, this is a second.
It's a
and
number
that's pretty
2.
good.
Dude, people think that we're like sponsoring all these restaurants we go to, but
We are.
That was good though. It had been over a year since I've had Chick-fil-A.
fuck, I forgot I'm out of gas.
It's non-comedians in cars getting milkshakes.
It looks like this car is gonna give me about 275 miles on a full tank. We're at 266.
Let's just round.
The light is on.
275.
275? Alright, I like that number. That's not bad for a full tank of gas.
I feel like my car does more.
It probably does, dude.
I know.
Peter, how you feeling back there,
I should have
bud?
went to IHOP. Said no one ever.
Hell no, dude. I
hate IHOP, dude.
I hate IHOP.
Yeah, IHOP
dude.
sucks.
I can't like.
I've only been there once.
Good. Don't ever go back again. See, we don't sponsor restaurants. I'm not a big chicken guy, so I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, it's the best.
I am the chicken guy.
He is everywhere we go.
So I really enjoy Chick-fil-A.
Okay. For your first time experience,
It's awesome.
thumbs up.
Yeah, the prices were a little high, but you get what you pay for. It was pretty good. Asian Express? Look, it's the same font as Panda.
Are you a fan of
What a
Panda?
rip off.
Hey man, it's marketing.
Dude, just get the camera out of my face. Just get the camera out of my face.
So this is your music.
I guess I'll turn it. They were on vacation, like her and her friends, and she decided to just take off her shirt, no bra or anything, and she hangs out the window while her friend's driving. She hits her head on a street sign and dies. What do I look like, CNN? Jesus. I just saw a Snapchat story too. Have you naked by the end of this song.
Oh my god, I can't believe you're playing this. Wait, what song is this? Hold on, don't tell me.
Is that?
Oh, okay, Air Force One.
Yeah, Air Force One.
What happened to this music, man? I don't want to sound like that old guy.
See,
that
now
guy.
you know the rap I listen to?
No wonder you're not listening to Little Yachty.
Yeah, it's just not the same. Remember 21 Savage?
Yeah, 21 Savage is a savage. That was like the perfect name for him.
Where are we going?
Peter's house.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, you passed your house, and I wasn't thinking. I'm used to going to your place.
Okay. Make it twice.
I make it real dirty, you know how I do.
A side of Brian I never knew. You know 50 Cent's first album from beginning to end. Nothing? You didn't get the check?
It's not hard.
No, but it does smell bad in your hallway.
Yeah, right? It smells really bad right there.
Just got to Peter's house. Okay, so.
Oh, you rearranged.
Whoa, Peter.
Sweet.
Living large.
So you were starving, but you didn't finish making your fish sticks.
I made those like a few days ago.
He invited us over to, what is this, Mortal Kombat? So, I don't know. I'm not a big video game guy, but I'm here with two guys who are fanatics.
I am not filming anything.
Okay, I don't know what you're doing, but we have a surprise guest coming in a little bit. But the reason why I'm wearing this shirt is because the Cubs play today, and you guys don't have to stand when I'm talking. Like
I want to.
You guys are witnessing me.
Yeah.
So okay, well this is.
What's the difference between a virtual audience and a real one?
Oh. Are those what I think they are?
Swords?
Yeah.
Yeah, and clowns too.
Are they real?
Yeah, the clowns are real.
Hey Peter, are these real?
Yeah.
Oh. So like I was saying, the Cubs survive one more day. Hopefully they win today, and I don't want to jinx it or anything, but I'm wearing to represent. I love your paintings that you have in the wall, Peter. They're pretty cool.
Why, thank you.
I'm just hoping for the best at the end of the day.
Oh my god. Yeah, go Brian's way. Yeah.
I don't know what you
Oh,
guys
Brian's
are.
okay, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That should be good.
Someone finally noticed.
Got a whiteboard. Got
All right, guys. He has no idea.
Mini fridge. Oh, I spray painted that there. Mini fridge. My boss. So, you guys know what hookah is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got a hookah down there. What I used to
do?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why?
Memories.
Dude, this is like.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, that's perfect, dude.
And then also, watch this.
Oh man. Oh. The game
You
is
gotta
on.
practice your clown laugh.
Hey, Ruslan, I know you're gonna watch this video, and I'm sorry, but I had to get you, dude. This is Rodrigo Presents. Now we're setting it up.
Yeah, yeah.
How are we gonna do this?
You're gonna stand here, right?
Okay.
In the bathroom. His laptop's gonna be right there.
Actually,
Okay.
Hold on, can I see the camera?
Yeah.
I'd be so scared, like, not knowing who you are.
Why? What does it smell like in there? It does not smell like shit in there.
That was pretty Chick-fil-A.
Well, by the time he's here, he's full. Once again, Ruslan, I'm sorry, but he's on the list. So right now, I'm gonna play Brian Medina in a quick game of what Mortal Kombat is this?
Yeah, which one?
9. What the hell? Is that
Peter, it's your house. You know
Is that
what's
a,
in here.
is that a toaster? And a light? The hell? That's so weird.
I can't tell you the last time I played Mortal Kombat. Yo, I don't play video games, but I don't fuck around with this. I swear to God.
Go for it.
Watch two guys not hit each other. That's basically what's happening. Hey, you just slapped me in the face.
But it did no damage.
I know, it didn't. It really didn't.
No! You fucking piece of shit! Yes! What's up?
Oh, this
Come on,
sucks.
please.
Nope.
No! No! I have no health at all!
Oh, yes.
Fucking piece of shit! Yo, I literally like.
Yeah, you almost got me.
Yes.
Oh, you got me.
Flawless victory.
I hate that. See, that's what happens like when you actually fight against someone who knows what they're doing.
What the fuck?
How does it feel to get your,
Ass hand?
Yeah, basically.
Oh my god. Clay is a different guy, dude.
What was that? Is he trolling? He's just trolling you, dude. He's just trolling you.
Like, holy, so Peter? So bitch? We can all press little buttons. It's just a combination. Oh shit, I love the button. I just took 3 L's back to. Oh shit. My bad, Peter.
Oh, that's so funny.
I just took 3 L's back to back. Call me the Chicago Cubs.
How are the Cubs doing?
I don't know, Brian. We should be watching the game.
I know.
I think we should watch the game after this match, guys.
Yeah.
Dude, this looks so obvious.
What's up, Ruslan? The dead man is alive. How you doing, man? What's up? How you doing? Nice to see you again. Talk to me anymore. I don't talk to a lot of people. I was like, I'm out, and you're like, okay. When you texted that, I was like, yes, more profit. Yeah, right? Nah, I'm kidding. Like, I don't know. I just kind of like, not to sound like a wimp, but like, I had to reassess. Like, yeah, the Cubs are getting rated. Cubs, neither one. Yeah, don't worry, we all get the same feeling. Yeah. So, dude, the... What the fuck, man? Oh, Jesus! You're supposed to... I haven't seen this guy. This is like... Fuck, bro, we're French.
Oh, dude. Perfect, dude.
Nobody.
Oh, you gotta get this. Let me see it.
Dude, what the...
Yo.
What's so rude?
How you doing?
We set it up.
You could have waited like a moment.
But I saw him walk in, I was like, this is my only chance. Damn, we got the man.
Yeah, if I was like walking in and you jumped out.
Oh my, but we had the camera set up.
Where were you?
I was here, no, but he took him straight to the screen.
Well, yeah, because
okay.
You should have been like, here's your laptop.
Yeah, that's what we planned.
This was the entire plan.
What's up, buddy? Here, hold it.
3 hours.
It's
Been good. How about you? You got everything I can?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be on the vlog.
It's been a while. Here's the vlog.
I need you to be honest with me, bro, right now. What happened to the YouTube channel, bro? I got on it, I promoted it.
I quit drinking.
Hey, that's the best response he could have given.
Yeah, that is a good response. That's good. Yeah, okay.
We gotta catch up. So
Alright, now off camera. I tried to quit drinking.
Damn, dude, prank failed, dude. Like, I don't even think I got in. I don't know. I
don't know what happened. Like, I was like, I saw you. I was like, ah, shit.
I know, but your reaction.
No, I started to scream. Then I look, and there's this guy with like a mask. He screamed before he even saw you.
I know, but it's bad, dude. Now I understand why YouTubers pay these people to act out of screen, because like you can't get it's hard to get a natural response. With all that being said, thank you. Wait, I don't even know how I end my own vlogs. My mind's everywhere right now. With all that being said, I'll see you. And guys, thank you for today. Ruslan, Peter, Brian, thank you guys. See you next week. You think we should tell him?
Yeah.
New music video?
Coming soon?
Who knows?